Tim gave you the scoring averages, 4 in double figures, all of them in double figures with the exception of Camille, who's averaging 3.7. Official Steve Keene steps between two in the jump ball circle. It's Eric Hills and Clayton Whitlock, and Hills controls the tap for Havana. Levi Bridges against that Calvary shifting 1-3-1 zone defense gives to Alex Noble head of the key. Bounce pass on the left wing to Bridges. Skip pass across the court to Davenport. He steps in, dumps it low to Kachanik, who blew the short shot. Battles for his own rebound. It's off his fingertips, but Hills runs it down for the Ducks. They penetrate against the zone, then kick it wide left to Noble, who missed a three long, and the rebound comes out to Turno. Feeds it ahead of the field to Whitlock, who ran the floor well, but blew the layup. So each team has missed a shot right at the rim, and Hills has the rebound for Havana. Seems like a 10 a.m. game right from the start.
Merry Christmas.
45 seconds in, and we are scoreless. Jim Egan, after 14 years at Rochester and more than 30 years in the coaching business, on the Calvary bench for his first season, replacing Phil Brown, who resigned. Here's a dish low to Kachanik. He missed again from in tight, and then tipped it over the rim to Darren Price of Calvary. Kachanik has missed 3 early. 3 try by Turno off the right side. Gives the Saints the first points of the morning. That's the 17th made 3 for Justin Turno. He's a very good outside shooter.
Makes a little more than a third of his 3.
And that's probably down from where he'll be later in the season. Bad pass into the middle of the lane, picked off by Mingo off it. Deflection of a Havana hand, and it's 3-0 Calvary, 90 seconds in. Havana sets up in a 2-3 zone. Turno at the head of the key. Looks like he got a haircut recently. Saw him at the Athens tournament a few weeks ago, and the hair was a little bit longer. Good high post to low post pass to Mingo. He got stuffed by Kachanik at his own rebound, missed again. And Kachanik pulls down this board for Havana. Nobody is going to mess with Sam Kachanik on the inside for the Ducks. There's a driving one-hander by Bridges in the lane, and the Ducks are on the board.
Levi Bridges, 5'10 senior with the left hand, was able to pop it in over the taller kids.
The average is just under 7. It's a 3-2 lead for Calvary. Price at the head of the key over to Camille, who is playing with his left hand bandage. And his pass on the side is kicked out of bounds by Davenport defensively.
If you've never been in Sherman Gymnasium here at Illinois College, fans come in at street level, and then the gym floor is recessed. It's a beautiful place to watch and to play a ball game.
Kind of similar in that regard to Southeast. Here's a 3 try by Price from the right wing that is good. Darren Price has been a little cold from the outside this season. He's made 12 threes now. He's shooting them at 27%. 6-2 Calvary. They're the big favorites in this game, a state-rated Class 1A team, although Jim Egan will acknowledge that their performance has belied that state rating. Here's a jump shot out front from the leading scorer, Noble. He missed, but a nice one-hand tip off the glass and in by Eric Hills for Havana. 6-4 Calvary at the 5:15 mark of the first quarter. Head of the key, Camille. Left side, Turno. He'll launch a 3, and that's good.
2 for 2 on long ones. Justin Turno, 5'7", 135-pound junior.
Calvary has hit 3 threes, leads 9-4, and they steal the ball at the three-quarter court mark. Stolen by Turno. He drives in off the left side, puts it in with the left hand, got a friendly bounce. He's got 8 early points, and Calvary has a 7-point lead, 11-4. Turno is a very athletic guard. He doesn't have much height, but he's an outstanding player. 11-4 Calvary. Free throw line jumper for Hills is an air ball. And Calvary will watch that one roll harmlessly out of bounds. The Saints with a 7-point lead will inbound.
Calvary won comfortably at Edinburgh last night, and Havana fell to a very good Midwest Central team Friday night.
Turno tees up another 3 off the left side as they left him alone for some reason. He left it short. There's a battle for the rebound, and we get the first foul call of the game. It's on Calvary.
At 4:29 left in the first quarter. You know, oftentimes in shootout games like this, the whistles don't blow a lot on purpose. They keep things moving that way, and really, that was the first foul that was committed in this game, so that's not really the issue, but we like it when the games have some flow.
Whitlock was called for the foul. There's another steal by Turno, gets it ahead to Price, driving in off the right side, and he lays it up and in, and a quick timeout by Nathan Brady at the Havana bench. Calvary averages 66 points a game. They're on a pace to score more than 90. They lead 13-4 midway through the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds.
Are you a senior in high school or a junior college student looking for an affordable university to attend next fall? Did you know that Benedictine University at Springfield offers the lowest private four-year college tuition rate in Illinois? Benedictine University is now accepting students for fall 2010. Call 525-1420. Visit ben.edu/Springfield or stop by campus today. The friendly admission staff will help you get started and show you how you can afford a degree from Benedictine University at Springfield. Call 525-1420 or visit ben.edu/Springfield today.
In Jacksonville with 4:15 remaining first quarter, Calvary and Havana playing here at the IC Shootout. It's 13-4 Calvary.
6'3" freshman Jordan Atwater has checked into the Havana lineup. He's in for Big Sam Kachanik, who's actually been down the last couple of minutes. They get a low on the left side to Hills. He drives in and misses, but then he tips his own miss back up and in.
This Eric Hills looks like a pretty good athlete. 6'3", 190, senior, and 13-6 the score.
He's got 4 points here. He averages 5.6. Both of his baskets have come on tap-ins. Here's a right side three for Darren Price that is good. And Calvary has come out shooting the ball extremely well from outside.
Price hadn't missed either.
16-6. The Saints open up a 10-point lead. Bridges loses his dribble, but then the outlet pass is deflected and stolen by Davenport. They send it in the left corner to Alex Noble, who misses a three, and Price rebounds, and here come the Saints in a hurry again. Price stops and pops from the head of the key for three and buries it again.
He's 4 for 4.
He is your classic streak shooter, Darren Price. He can really run the floor well, and it's 19-6. As Price has scored 11 early points, and now he steals the ball at midcourt. He's going to have an uncontested layup, and the Saints are putting this one away early. We had a blowout in the first game here this morning with Franklin defeating Rushville Industry by 33. Calvary leads 21-6 with just under 3 minutes to go first quarter here. Free throw line, it's Hills. He doesn't shoot. Turn sends a right side to Levi Bridges, 4-3. Heel of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound to Davenport. Good feed low to the freshman Atwater, but he blew the bunny. And the rebound by Whitlock of Calvary. Price to forecourt. Havana now in a man-for-man, down 15 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter here in Jacksonville. Turno with the ball, right of the jump ball circle. Brings it out to the head of the key, drives on Davenport, who's got a big height advantage. Up top it goes to Whitlock, who's got a height advantage on everybody in the gym. Now to Price, stops at the free throw line, fade away, and he made it again.
6 out of 6 for Darren Price. What a start.
He's got 3 threes and 3 twos for 15 points, and it's 23-6. At the free throw line, Hills back out to Davenport. Left side misses a three. Hills tips it off of Price's hands. Back to Davenport. Tries another three and missed it off the left wing. And Whitlock rebounds for the Saints. Turno has 8. Price has 15. Now left corner, Camille will try a three. That's over the rim, no good. Price crashes in, grabs the rebound. He still hasn't missed. As he comes to the left of the rim and rolls it up and in.
Oh, boy.
25-6, and Darren Price has scored 17 points in 6.5 minutes. In the left corner, Davenport against the Rochester zone. A skip pass intercepted by Mingo at 6'5". Bounces ahead left wing to Turno to the basket. Left-hand layup is good.
A scoring clinic. Calvary's up by 20 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
And the Havana coach doesn't want to burn any more timeouts, but his team's in great distress here. Here's Davenport losing the ball at the free throw line. Whitlock goes down to the floor, crashes after it. He and Davenport scuffle a bit after the whistle. The tie-up is called, and the Saints will get it on the turnover.
We'll be back here for more basketball this evening on Sports Radio 1450 from the Shootout here at Illinois College. 7 o'clock game, Pleasant Plains versus Jacksonville Route, and Plains is playing great. And then the 8:30 game, Jacksonville, off a win over Glenwood last night, will take on Rochester. We'll have both of those games tonight at 7 here on Sports Radio 1450.
4 subs in for Havana, including 5'10" junior guard Cole McDaniel. He's a good three-point shooter. Here's a pass intended low for Whitlock. Intercepted, ball rolled on the left sideline as there is a scramble for it. Whitlock goes down to the court after it. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to Havana. McDaniel in the game, along with 32 Dustin Wright, a sophomore at 5'9" for the Ducks. They've got a couple of other subs in as well. Tyler Clear is running point. He's a senior at 5'8". They send it into the right corner to Clear. His entry pass is caught by Atwater at the high post right. He fires a jumper and misses, and Price is doing everything. Grabs the rebound, races to forecourt, feeds on the no-look pass to the cutter Whitlock, who blew the layup. Price rebounds. He got stuffed. He's finally missed a shot. This rebound out to Camille, though. Left side to Turno for three. That's no good. Price has another rebound, fades from right to the rim, and puts it up and in.
He has made 8 baskets in 9 shots and has 6 rebounds. That's the Darren Price line, plus a couple of would-be assists that his teammates haven't converted.
29-6, and Price has scored 19. 10 seconds. 3-try McDaniel, left side, no good. Havana just can't buy it. Rebounded by Price, stumbles with 5 seconds at midcourt, regains his balance, goes to the rim, spins it up and in with the right hand at the horn. And what a first quarter for senior guard Darren Price of Calvary. He scored 21 points. And the Saints lead Havana after 8 minutes. Here at IC, 31-6. Back in a minute.
Before you make a commitment to do home repairs, remember, don't be fooled by people who suddenly pop up in the siding and roofing business. There's nothing that conjures up more headaches and lawsuits like botched home repairs. Only the best get the job done right the first time. Call Carpenters Local 16 for a free list of names of those that you can trust. Since 1888, Carpenters Local 16 has worked for the people of Central Illinois. Put them to work for you. For a list of Carpenters Local 16 contractors, call Jeff Burnett.
Thanks for staying late tonight, Baxter.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir. See you tomorrow, sir.
Baxter.
Yes, sir.
Are you in a hurry? Got a hot date?
Oh, my no, sir. You see, my nephew's starting in the game tonight, and I've got just enough time to call in my order at the Sunrise Cafe and pick it up at the drive-thru and still make the game.
Tell you what, Baxter, you get going. I'll call the order in for you. You love Hamburger Dan's hamburgers and those amazing grilled onions. You'll be there by kickoff.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good night, sir. See you tomorrow.
And I can order one for me, too. Love those onions.
Sports Radio 1450 live coverage of high school basketball on this Saturday morning in December here in Jacksonville in the shootout. Calvary rolling 31-6 over Havana as the second quarter begins.
And Jim Egan has the luxury of putting subs into the game, and Demaria Garrett, one of them, a 5'8 junior, goes to the basket, catches a return pass, and lays it up and in. So the beat goes on for Calvary. They lead 33-6 with 7:45 to play in the first half.
On a 17-0 run.
Now Tyler Clear with the ball at the free throw line. Good pass low to McDaniel. He double clutches, misses again. He tips his miss, and it's off the rim as well. And Mingo goes high for the rebound for Calvary. They also have Jared Matson, a 6'2 senior, into the game. He'll play forward. Here's Turno driving left baseline. He got slammed to the floor by Kachanik, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 well-earned free throws.
Sam Kachanik, Kachanuck, 6'4", nearly 300 pounds, and Turno, Tournous, is outweighed by him by 170 pounds.
Yeah, another person. Free throw for Turno is good. He's a good foul shooter. He's made 13 of 17 on the season.
After they peeled him off the floor after that hit, he made the free throw.
5'7 junior. He is a veteran on this Calvary team, and as the gym quiets, he drops in the second free throw. 35-6.
We were at a golf tournament there for a moment.
Yeah, or the IC Student Library. Here's a steal at midcourt. Jared Matson takes a deflected pass away, goes to the basket, and puts it up and in off glass with the left hand. 37-6. How many in a row is that?
That's 21 in a row.
Here is McDaniel driving into trouble on the right baseline, out to Clear, right in front of the Calvary bench on the right sideline. Steps through a double team, gives to Atwater. Good feed low to Kachanik, and finally the run is broken as Kachanik lays it up and in. 37-8. 6:50 to play first half. Turno drives right baseline, got into a bad angle, double clutches and misses off the side of the rim. Dustin Wright rebounds. Long pass ahead to McDaniel, in on Garrett towards the basket, backs it up and in with the left hand. Cole McDaniel's a pretty good reserve for Havana. He averages 5 points per game off the bench. And the Ducks have hit double figures. They trail 37-10. On the dribble is Devassi Washington, a 5'7 junior. He bounces to his running mate, Demaria Garrett, on the left sideline. Havana matching up man-on-man here, down by 27, and the Ducks are going to make a line change of their own in just a moment. Jared Matson sends it over on the right side to Washington. High post left to Mingo. Mingo and Matson, the low post players for Calvary. Matson turns at the free throw line with the ball, dumps it low to Mingo. He backs down Atwater and banks it up and in with the left hand. Alan Mingo averages 13.3. He's got his first 2 this morning. And it's 39-10 Calvary with 5:50 left in the first half. Dustin Wright on the right side. Nice cross-court feed under the basket, but McDaniel missed from left of the rim. Rebounded by Kachanik, though, up and in. Well, you got to put about 2 bodies on him. At 6'4", 290. And the football player who is moonlighting on the basketball team has the last 2 baskets. 39-12 Calvary with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Chernow on the right side gets picked from Madsen. He has his 15-footer blocked by Kachanik. Madsen got the rebound, gave it back to Chernow in the lane. A 10-footer with the left hand is good. That is not an easy shot at 5'7". Chernow one-handed it up and in with the left hand, and it's 41-12 Calvary. Here's a bad entry pass, tipped by Atwater, though, to his teammate Clear to save the possession. Right side pass, teeing up a 3 there is Dustin Wright. He missed that well short of the rim, and it rolls out of bounds to Calvary.
4:59 left in the first half. Calvary rolling here in Jacksonville this morning with a 41-12 lead.
And Nathan Brady has brought the starting lineup of Noble, Bridges, Davenport, Hills, and Kachanik to the court now. He's trying whatever combination he can just to keep Havana's head above water. To the forecourt on the dribble is Washington. He is in some trouble as he's being bothered by Bridges. Bounces left side to Chernow, dribbles to the baseline where he's cut off. Up top to DeVassi Washington, drives down the lane, got in traffic, and the ball is taken from him by Eric Hills of Havana. Davenport to the forecourt on the left side. Into the corner it goes to Noble, the leading scorer. Got to the rim, drew the foul. And Steve Keene will call that foul on Calvary. It's just the second foul on the Saints this morning.
It's on Washington, the 5'7" junior for the Saints. And free throws, first of the day for Havana. Alex Noble, the 6'1" senior for the Ducks, will shoot him.
81%er. And he didn't look like it on that. He short-armed it, and it topples off the rim to the right. 41-12 Calvary. The Saints average 66 points a game. They're on a pace for more than 100.
And they're the 5th seed in the Williamsville Christmas tournament.
It's a pretty good tournament. Sherrard is the number 1 seed. They'll get a bye in their first game because it's a 15-team tournament. Alex Noble hit the free throw, and it's 41-13 as he made 1 of 2. Chernow to forecourt, sends it on the right side to Washington. Up top it goes to Madsen against the Havana man. Wide on the left side to Chernow. Across the court, dangerous pass, intercepted by Levi Bridges. Bridges ankles into the basket from the left side and rolls it up and in. Bridges saw some defenders racing at him, angled his body away from them, and got the layup to go. He's got 4. 41-15 Calvary midway through the second quarter. At the head of the key is Mingo. Bounce pass low on the right side to Madsen. Deflected from beyond by Kachanik and stolen by Bridges. Bridges, 1-on-4 to the basket. Laid it up and in and threw the blocking foul on Colin Mingo.
Since he's come back into the game, Levi Bridges has been pretty active. 5'7", stocky, 170-pound senior for the Ducks. And Darren Price and Clayton Whitlock are going to re-enter for Calvary. They had been sitting since the start of this second quarter with the Saints way ahead. After that huge first period, Price is back on the floor.
He scored 21 in the first quarter, believe it or not, on 9 of 10 field goal shooting, including 3 of 3 from three-point range. Free throw for Bridges is good. He's just a 50% free throw shooter, but he swished it. 3-point play for him, and it's 41-18. Havana will press. Whitlock ahead to Chernow. To forecourt with no trouble. He almost traveled after that. Got it to Garrett left side. He missed a 3. Noble threw down one of the big Calvary players and grabbed the rebound with no whistle. Bridges feeds to Hills, who ran the floor well. He beat Whitlock down the floor, laid it up and in, and Jim Egan didn't like that. Rochester, we've said that for the past 14 years. Calvary a little slow getting back defensively. Jim Egan calls time. His team's up, though, 41-20 in the second quarter, back in 30 seconds.
The Central Illinois Food Bank distributes approximately 6 million pounds of food annually to over 160 partners in 21 Central Illinois communities. This year, the food bank has experienced the most dramatic increases in need in its 27-year history. The Central Illinois Food Bank relies strictly on donations, and you can help by donating non-perishable goods, toiletry items, or by making a monetary donation to the food bank or one of its local partners. This message is made possible by R.W. Troxel & Company, serving Central Illinois since 1887.
We are in Sherman Gym at the Illinois College Bruner Fitness and Recreation Center on this Saturday morning for the Country Financial IC Prep Basketball Showcase. Sitting in this gymnasium as we are, we have a panoramic view out the windows on the north side of the gym to see the snow-covered lawns of the rolling campus of Illinois College. It's a beautiful setting. And for Calvary, it's been a beautiful start to the day in their game versus Havana.
Even with a little run for the Ducks here of late, Calvary comfortably in front 41-20. Zach Camille has re-entered. He gets it into Whitlock against full court pressure. Whitlock gave it back to Camille, who dropped it, and a layup for Hills off a feed from Levi Bridges.
It's 4 turnovers in the last 2 minutes for Calvary.
41-22, Havana down 19. Price to forecourt, right side Garrett. Jumper is good for 2 points, just inside the 3 line. 43-22, Calvary by 21. Here's a near steal by Garrett, trying to take it away from Alex Noble on the perimeter. High lob all the way across the court to Bridges on the left side. Around Price, who went for the steal. Wide right to Noble for 3. Got it. Alex Noble already has made 25 threes this year. He averages almost 3 of them per game. And it's 43-25. Havana's got it under 20. Here's Mingo stripped at the other end. He went up for the layup off a good feed, but Bridges and Kachanik double-teamed him and took it away. Havana basketball. Hill slides down the right side of the lane, banked it off the backboard, no rim. Price the rebound. Long pass ahead to Garrett. Scoop layup is good. So Darren Price is helping his other teammates get into the scorebook after he poured in 21 points in the first quarter. And the Calvary lead is back to 20 at 45-25. 2:05 to go. On the right side, Bridges stuffed but fouled by Whitlock as he tried a 10-footer, and Bridges will peel himself off the court and get 2 free throws.
Second foul on Big Clayton Whitlock, so he will exit, and Calvary will re-enter Jared Matson for him after the first free throw attempt here by Levi Bridges of Havana.
Calvary went on that long run at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second. It was 31-6 after 1 period. And the free throw for the leading scorer for Havana, Levi Bridges, is no good short.
Calvary's biggest lead today has been 29. We'll have 1 more free throw coming.
It's going to get another free throw try because one of the Calvary players came inside the restricted area. I think it might have been Matson.
You know, it's quiet when we're sitting at the top of the gym, and we could hear every word official Steve Keene said to the scorer's table.
So it's 3 to make 2 for Bridges, and you don't count that miss in the book, and he hits the free throw here. Said Levi Bridges is the leading scorer for Havana. That's not so. His running mate in backcourt, Alex Noble, is. But in this game, Bridges and Eric Hills both have 8 to lead the way for Havana. Bridges averages just about 7. Second free throw is no good wide left. Price goes up high and has another rebound. It's 45-26, but Price's pass at midcourt was deflected and stolen by the Ducks, who have played much better in the second quarter. Here's Bridges out on the perimeter, bodied by Garrett, sends a left of the lane to Kachanik. Now they get the ball to Alex Noble. He sends it wide on the right side to Cole McDaniel, who has re-entered, fires and misses a 3, and Matson pulls it down for Calvary. A minute 38 to play first half. Calvary up 19, comes to forecourt. Darren Price on the right side, stops at the free throw line. Beautiful feed left of the rim to Mingo for the layup. Boy, Price has done everything here in the first half. He has scored, he has rebounded, he's defended, and passed well. 47-26 Saints with a minute 20 left in the second quarter. Alex Noble drives in against that ever-present 1-3-1, sends it into the right corner to Kurt Fornoff, a sophomore who has entered at 6'2". Well, on the left side, McDaniel got bad angled and missed, but Fornoff has the rebound and puts it up and in. Fornoff. Kurt Fornoff is a sophomore. He has his first 2 points of the game, and it's 47-28 Calvary with 50 seconds to play in the first half. Price running point this trip. Senior left-hander dribbles by a teammate. Cut off at the left baseline, backs it out on the right-handed dribble, and he's called for the 5-second count. Randy Western said he hadn't advanced the basketball within 5 seconds as he was closely guarded.
Calvary did not have a turnover in that first quarter in which they outscored Havana 31-6. They have turned it over a half dozen times here in period number 2.
And they've been outscored in this quarter 22-16, so that's progress for the Ducks. Here's a reach and a foul on Turno. Way away from the basket on the right side. Non-shooting foul, just the 5th on the team and his first. 38 seconds to play, second quarter. It's Bill Maris court inside Sherman Gym on the Illinois College campus. Eric Hills has it on the left side up top to Bridges against That 1-3-1 zone defense. Now Bridges has a left of center in the lane to Hills, and the redhead gets a friendly bounce on the rim. Threw it up kind of hard, but it rolled around and fell, and Hills has scored 10, which is almost twice his per-game average. 47-30, 13 seconds left. Cherno right corner for 3. That is no good. Mingo got his hands on the rebound. It's tapped out long to Camille. Hands off to Cherno with 5, and he was fouled with 3.6. Left side on the perimeter. I think they'll say down on the floor. Nope, they're going to give him 2 free throws. I thought Cherno was trying to pass the ball.
Fouls on Levi Bridges of Havana. So 2 free shots for Justin Cherno.
He has made both of his free throws in this game. This one he leaves well short. On the season, though, he's at 72%. 47-30 Calvary. They won by 32 at Edinburgh last night in the MSM. Second free throw rims in for Cherno. He scored 15. 48-30, a second to go. McDaniel, a long 3 off the right side. No good, and the Saints will take an 18-point lead to the locker room at halftime. So even though Havana outscored Calvary 24-17 in the second quarter, the Saints are comfortably in front here at the half of the IC Prep Showcase. Calvary 48, Havana 30, back after this timeout.
From hangars, retirement facilities, and banks, Newman Alton Contractors has built Central Illinois from the ground up. With ready-to-work workers, quality craftsmanship is never in question. Whether it's new construction or remodeling a current business or structure, Newman Alton Contractors can do it. When you're ready for your next construction project, hire the team you can rely on. Newman Alton Contractors. From concept to completion, building Central Illinois from the ground up. Newman Alton Contractors.
Hi, this is John Staff. You have my guarantee that here at Staff Carpet, we'll make your dollar work harder for you in this community. Returning the amount of the local sales tax back to you is our way of saying thanks for your business. And it allows you to put that money to work where you want it to, and not Uncle Sam. It's my hope that the money you save by making your flooring purchase here at Staff Carpet will be used to support other locally owned businesses, or just put a little spending money back in your pocket.
Thunder clatter, boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, call the Car X-Man.
Whether it's a short pass
Or you're going long.
if it feels like a Hail Mary whenever you're in your car,
See your
Car X-Man.
You'll prevent the problems with CarX regular maintenance.
That keeps you feeling safe,
Secure.
and marching towards your goal.
And if you're brought up short,
CarX can fix it too.
Your Car X-Man.
Behind the Burger King on South 6th. The best safety you can have.
Rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom.
Kachanik missing a layup from right of the rim. Starters out each way. Calvary up 48-30. A free throw line jump shot for Whitlock is no good, but it rebounds to the shortest player on the floor, Cherno, and the Saints will reload. Calvary won the first quarter by 25 points. So even though Havana outscored the Saints 24-17 in the second period, Calvary is comfortably in front. They feed Whitlock down low. He rolls it up on the rim, no good. And the rebound this time to Bridges for Havana. Bridges, with 2 of his fingers taped together on his left hand, comes to forecourt, gives up top to Davenport. Wide on the left side, Noble. Behind his back on the dribble, a nice jump shot, rattles around and falls from 12. Noble had to shoot that over Whitlock, who flashed at him. 48-32, Calvary's lead is down to 16. 6:54 to go, third quarter. Cherno, stop-and-go drive right side. He's shut down there by Davenport gives to Price, drives in from the right side, double clutches, throws it over the rim, no good. Tip by Whitlock, no good. Rebound to Bridges. Havana runs. They give it to Hills just inside the free throw line. A deflected jumper caught by Bridges, rolls it up on the rim, no good from the left side, and Mingo with elbows out grabs the board for the Saints. Calvary fortunate that Havana really is not yet back in this game. It's down to 16, but Havana has controlled the game since the end of that very impressive first quarter for Calvary. Turno left side, drives in against his own, lost the ball, didn't get a whistle. Bridges steals it, gets it ahead to Davenport at midcourt, drives in right side, gets it up on the rim, but no good. Rebounded by Noble, falls to the floor, taps it out to Bridges. Back to Noble, left side, a jumper is good. And give Havana credit. After trailing by 25 at the end of the first quarter, they've got it down to 14, 48-34, with just under 6 minutes to play in the third.
Calvary's biggest lead was 29. Their lead, as John said now, is 48-34.
Camille on the right side in forecourt for Calvary, just right of center to Price. A left wing pass to Turno. Now they get it to Mingo, a good high-low. He got it low to Whitlock from right of the rim. He laid it up and in.
Nice soft pass from Colin Mingo, who's 6'4", to Clayton Whitlock, who's 6'7", who laid it softly off the glass.
And the first 2 points of the morning for Whitlock, who averages well into double figures. 50-34, Kachanik got stuffed left of the basket. The ball rolls into the right corner where Bridges runs it down. Skip pass across to Davenport, got up in the air, fouled by Camille as he got to the rim.
We're at Jacksonville in the Country Financial Illinois College Prep Basketball Showcase. The 10 a.m. game, Springfield Calvary versus Havana. Calvary raced out to a big lead. Havana's been scratching, trying to get back in the game.
Travis Davenport averages 8.6. He hasn't scored yet, but now he has as he rims in the free throw. 75% free throw shooter. Here comes Fornoff, the sophomore who played quite a bit in the first half, back into the game with freshman Jordan Atwater. Kachanik and Hills will check out for Havana. Ducks out of the Prairie Land Conference, 3-6 this season. They won 24 last year. Didn't get out of the regional, though. Their head coach, Mark Darr, took an administrative position in Salem after the season. Second free throw is good, and then Calvary throws it away at the opposite free throw line. Steal by the Ducks, down 50-36. Now Noble is hurt as he loses the ball and goes down. Takeaway by Camille. Gives to Price, who races to the other end and scoops a layup up and in. And timeout to check on Alex Noble, who hobbles over to the Havana bench.
Like he twisted his right knee. 4:52 remaining in the third quarter. He'll take a seat. And they'll take a look at his knee.
52-36 lead for Calvary, and a trainer will come across the court and help Alex Noble.
She brings a chainsaw.
That'll help. Chainsaw and a couple of aspirin. That's all you need. Chainsaw is the worst case scenario. 52-36 Calvary. Davenport left side. A deep three is no good. Rebounded, though, by Atwater in the opposite corner. Out to Cole McDaniel. A right side three. Had a wide open look, but missed. Bodies collide, crashing for the rebound. It's off Whitlock's hands, and the Ducks will get it. Havana up in Mason County. They played their county rival Midwest Central and lost 61-53 last night. Bridges got loose on the inbounds pass, but he had the ball roll off the rim for him, and Mingo rebounds for Calvary. Price to forecourt. Hands off to Demaria Garrett. Corner right to Price. An open look for three. He still hasn't missed from three-point range. That's Darren Price's fourth, and he now has scored 28. He has more than half of his team's points. 55-36 Calvary. Davenport got bumped to the floor by Price, who was very fortunate not to be called for a foul. Off the steal, Price got hacked, so they returned the favor and didn't give him the whistle. And now Price is in pain after Garrett grabs the rebound and is fouled, putting it back up. And this could be really bad news for Calvary. I think Price bumped his head
he got poked
on the baseline.
He got poked in the eye, it looked like. Holding his left eye. He's going to be okay.
Hack missed at each end, so I guess everything's fair there. And
keep that clock moving, John. It's a shootout.
3:58 to go third quarter. Grigsville, Perry, and Kewanee Wethersfield, if they make it here safely, will play the 11:30 game. Two free throws, meantime, for Demaria Garrett, who was fouled on the follow-up by Davenport. First on Davenport, and only the third foul called in the entire game on Havana. Deep knee bend for Garrett, and the free throw is no good. He's made, 10 of 14, 71%. 55-36, Calvary, up 19. Second free throw is good, so they've got it to an even 20. Tonight we'll broadcast Route in Plains from here. Broadcast time 6:45 for a 7 p.m. tip, and then Jacksonville High and Rochester. Those two played a 3-point game won by JHS in this shootout last year. McDaniel on the right side drives in for a 2 that spins off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Atwater, up in, and a foul.
Freshman Jordan Atwater. He is 6'3", 200-pounder. Well put together for a 9th grade kid. And he'll have a free throw for a chance at a 3-point play at 3:39 to go in the third quarter.
Garrett was called for the foul on the putback. That's his first of the morning. 56-38 Calvary. Jordan Atwater hasn't shot many varsity free throws. This one is good. He rattled it in. So the conventional 3-point play gets Havana back to within 17, 56-39. And Calvary sets up in forecourt with Price, who's been a monster today on the point. He's going to drive all the way to the basket and scoop a layup up and in with the right hand.
I think he can play, John.
That's 30 for Darren Price. He's only 9 points behind the Havana team total. Little crossover dribble, got him loose, and he got to the rim, and the left-hander put it up and in with the right hand that time. On the right side, Davenport against Mingo. Cut off on the baseline. Bad pass, and Price is there to intercept. He's done a little bit of everything today. Zigs and zags on the dribble. A reach in knocks him to the court. No whistle. Jim Egan complains about that. And a layup at the other end for Kurt Fornoff of Havana. Now they're letting him play. And Price has taken a couple of tumbles this quarter with nothing to show for it. 58-41 Calvary. 2:45 for the third. Garrett top of the key, left side to Turno. Drives baseline, a runner won't go. He left it well short, rebounded by Mingo left of the rim. He got hacked on the wrist, and Mingo will shoot 2. Second on Bridges. Mingo averages 13.3 points, 6.8 rebounds. He's a left-hander. 68% free throw shooter, and he knocks down the first on a swish. 59-41 Calvary. Both of these teams will take a week off and begin play at the Williamsville tournament on the day after Christmas. Second free throw, a lane violation against Calvary. Free throw was no good anyway, and Havana had rebounded. 59-41, so the Ducks on the lane violation get the ball with 2:35 to go in the third quarter, trailing Calvary by 18. Saints set up in the 1-3-1 zone. Davenport tried to dump it low to Fornoff. It was intercepted by Whitlock, but then he and Price collided with each other, and it's out of bounds off Price in the corner to Havana. The heyday of Havana basketball, some of our older listeners will recall, 30 years ago, when Bob Gregorich took Havana to the state championship game in back-to-back seasons.
And their fans would march in unison into Assembly Hall with duck calls.
And a 3 is good for Travis Davenport off the left side. He looked like Trevor Trimpe hitting that 3.
Well, kind of.
59-44. A lot younger now.
A little shorter.
15-point lead for Calvary. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. On the right side is Garrett. They're going to leave him alone for a 3. Well short, though. And rebounded by Fornoff. Now Havana's got a chance to actually get back in the game. McDaniel to the basket from the left side. Good defense by Mingo, who stood his ground and forced a miss. Rebounded by Whitlock on the baseline. Lester Price with 1:45. He'll tee up a 3 off the left side. He's finally missed a 3, but he followed his miss, grabbed the rebound, threw it over the rim from left to the basket against good defensive pressure. And Davenport has the rebound for Havana, all alone at the other end. A 50-foot pass to Levi Bridges for the layup, and Jim Egan is not happy about that.
Not happy with the defensive intensity that is lacking at the moment. 1:28 left in the third. Calvary's lead is 13, 59-46. Back in 30 seconds.
Painting is one of the easiest ways to give a room a facelift. Great design begins with gorgeous color, and the hues we select say something about us. Whether you're remodeling your home or just searching for color inspiration, Pratt & Lambert paint makes it easy. While everyone has a unique sense of style, it certainly never hurts to get an expert's advice. When you need help with your own personal color statement, be sure to select Pratt & Lambert from your locally owned paint store. Don Smith Paint. Don Smith Paint on MacArthur, where you'll never have to paint alone.
High school basketball on this Saturday morning from Jacksonville, Illinois College, and the Country Financial Prep Showcase. We'll have more action here later today. We have ISU at Utah, a 5 o'clock tip, and then right after that game, 7 o'clock here in Jacksonville, Pleasant Plains versus Routt. And then the 8:30 game is Jacksonville High versus Rochester. You'll hear both those games after the ISU-Utah game tonight. Here, Calvary with a 59-46 lead over Havana with 1:28 remaining in the third quarter.
After the Saints on a couple different occasions led by 29 in the first half. Full court pressure and a steal by Havana. Taken away by Fornoff. He gives it to McDaniel. He short-armed a jumper off the left baseline under the rim and a rebounding foul on the Ducks.
Steve Keene says it's on Levi Bridges of Havana, his third. Steve Keene's son, Dalton, we'll see him in a JHS uniform here tonight. He plays for the Crimsons. Boy, he had a good football season. Big freshman Dalton Keene. And he's on the Crimsons basketball team as well.
Early in the season, the last time I saw JHS, he was one of their top reserves. Calvary breaks pressure. They get a low left to Mingo. He got stuffed. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Calvary will get it. Atwater, who's a good-looking ninth grader, made that clean block on Mingo. Calvary gets the ball, though, with 1:12 to go third quarter. A game that seemed out of reach for Havana early on has suddenly become manageable at 59-46. Price left alone in the lane, wide open, and he missed the 12-footer. And rolls off the rim. The rebound came down to 5'8" senior guard Tyler Clear, who's back on, and a foul is called on Calvary.
Colin Mingo against Calvary's Colin Mingo, number 2 on the big junior with 1:06 to go in the third quarter, and Havana with a long one can make this a 10-point game.
That's hard to imagine. Calvary led at the end of one quarter 31-6, and 37-8, and 41-12 in the second period, and here it is, just a 13-point game.
Whoa.
Here's a stuff by Whitlock off the left baseline jumper by Fornoff. The run out for Camille with the long pass ahead to Zach, and he lays it up and in. 5'8" junior guard Zach Camille saw his teammate was going to grab the rebound, turned on his heels, hustled back to the offensive end for the layup. 61-46, a dangerous cross-court pass, caught by McDaniel. Line drive jumper, no good off the left side. He has been ice cold since coming in off the bench, and the rebound to Mingo for Calvary.
McDaniel made his first shot. He's missed 11 in a row.
Wow. 24 seconds to go third quarter. Well, he's had the courage to keep trying, huh?
I say cold as the weather, but he's still going to shoot. That's right.
He's had open shots, and he's a pretty good shooter from outside. He's their second most prolific three-point shooter, but not today. 10 seconds to go. Calvary by 15. Here's Turno. Double clutching a jump shot and making it from 17 off the left side. 63-46, and from half court, they don't get the shot off in time.
But it went in.
Atwater banked in a three, but Steve Keene was right on it. It was his assignment. He said the shot was delivered late. 63-46, Calvary by 17. We'll add to the fourth quarter in a minute. Back in a minute.
Sports Radio 1450, live coverage of high school basketball on this Saturday morning from Illinois College and the Prep Showcase. Calvary with a lead over Havana as we head to the fourth quarter. The Saints lead at 63-46. They get the ball to start period number 4.
Calvary 8 minutes away from going 12-1 on the season, running their winning streak to 8 games. They've played more games than almost anybody in the area so far this year. Opened 4-1 at the Athens tournament. Thanksgiving week. Lost to Delavan in the championship game there. That's their only loss of the season so far. State-rated Class 1A team. Darren Price headed the key to Camille. Price has scored 30 in this game through 3 quarters. Wide on the left side to Turneau, who hit an impressive up-and-under jump shot late in the third quarter. He gets double-teamed. Gives it up to Camille in the jump ball circle. He drives in right. Davenport reaches in. Ball to the floor. Tie-up is called, and Havana will get the basketball. Mentioned that Havana was 24-9 last year. In the 5 years that Mark Darr was their head coach, they averaged almost 20 wins a season. But it's been a while since they have made it to a sectional. They did not get out of the regional any of those 5 years. School of about 335 students, a large Class 1A school. Tyler Clear misses a jump shot from the high post left, and Mingo has another rebound. Price to forecourt, and he got cut off and fouled angling in from the left side. And Darren Price will shoot 2 free throws. Well, he has scored 30 points in this game, but these will be his first 2 free throws of the morning.
Stay tuned after the game. We'll name the St. John's Hospital Athletic Care player of the game. I think I know who we'll probably pick, but stay tuned anyway. And right after the ball game as well, the Pease's Candy Shop Sports Talk will take you up to noon today here at Jacksonville as we continue on this Saturday morning before Christmas.
Price hits 1 free throw, and then the second. The foul, meantime, was called on Davenport, his second. Darren Price has scored 32 of Calvary's 65, and it's 65-46, a minute into the fourth quarter. Clear gives to Eric Hills. Bounce pass deflected, caught by Davenport on the right side. Back to Hills. He juggles it. Low to Kachanik. He bobbled the pass as well. Price got up in the air, swatted the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Clear is out, and Levi Bridges, with his knee having been attended to earlier this half, re-enters. Pass into the lane. Bridges hard to the basket. Rolled it up and in off glass. So Levi Bridges immediately became active upon re-entering the game. And he has scored 12 points to lead Havana, 65-48. Price to Camille with Calvary up 17. Gives to Mingo at the high post right. Back to Camille. Now left of center to Turneau. Free throw line to Whitlock. Tried to dump a low to Mingo. But Hills was there to intercept. Outlets to Davenport, but he lost control of his dribble and lost it on the side to Calvary. Havana will fall to 3-7. They have played a lot of close games so far this year. In fact, on average, before this game, they were outscoring their opponents by a point. That's not easy to do when you're 3 under 500. Calvary averaging 66 points a game. Here's a good give and go to Mingo, right to the basket, but he lost it off the feet from Whitlock out of bounds on the baseline to Havana.
A dozen turnovers for Calvary. It's 6:17 to go in the fourth quarter with a big lead.
Calvary plays Warrensburg-Latham in the first round at Williamsville a week from today, and that is a potential regional championship game matchup.
Yeah, because the regional Calvary goes to is at Warrensburg.
Calvary will be, one presumes, the number 1 seed in that regional. Here's an entry pass intended for Hills, deflected out of bounds by Darren Price.
You look where teams have talent, and Warrensburg has had a 10-year run of great talent. It's apparently not quite as great this year at Warrensburg. They are struggling.
Here's a lob low off the hands of Kachanik. He fumbles it out of bounds as Davenport actually threw a pretty good pass. And off the turnover, Calvary gets the ball up by 17. Turneau in backcourt. They clear out for him, and he'll bring it across the timeline, guarded by Levi Bridges. Crossover dribble to shake his defender. Turneau comes left, sends it across the court to Camille. Pass almost intercepted by Davenport. Camille got it back. He threw it right through the legs of Whitlock, but Turneau was there to pick it up. Sideline left to Price, who has scored 32. Back out to Turneau, who has scored 17 to complement his teammate. Bad pass here by Turneau. Taken away on the left side by Davenport. He comes driving towards the basket. He was cut off and fouled by Camille, and then Davenport, in frustration, gave Camille a shove under the basket.
that was seen by us, but not by the men in stripes.
Yeah, Randy Walker, the official, was trailing, and he just told everybody to keep their cool. Camille called for his second foul. They will say not on the shot. Down on the floor. It's just the fourth on the team. Rochester now in a 2-3. 3 tries no good off the left side by Noble. And the rebound pulled down by Camille for Calvary. 5:10 to go, and Calvary comfortably in front. 65-48. First game here was won by Franklin, 69-36 over Rushville Industry. Fade away by Price, and a bad foul by Kachanik. He leveled him into the Calvary bench, but on a fadeaway 17-footer, there's no need for that foul.
Mr. Price, Darren, you didn't play football. Calvary doesn't have a football field. That's how Kachanik hits kids on the football field. Kaboom.
Darren Price rims off the free throw. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Griggsville, Perry, Kewanee, Weathersfield coming up, followed by Carrollton, CPCI at 1, Breeze, Mater Dei, and Metamora. A couple of schools that played a football playoff game a month or so ago after that. Second free throw is no good, rebounded by Calvary, but thrown away by Whitlock as Price missed them both, and the Ducks have the ball. High post right, it's Hills on the right side to Bridges for 3, and he got it. 15 for Levi Bridges, who has had a nice game. His per-game average is less than half of that. 65-51 Saints, 4:40 to go. Mingo pulls it out at the high post left, gives a right side to Whitlock for a 17-footer that is no good. The rebound tapped ahead to Hills, and Havana has numbers. Hills to the forecourt, to the trailer Bridges, angles towards the basket and scores. And timeout called by Havana after their basket. 65-53, the Ducks down 12 all of a sudden. 4:23 to go fourth quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Hi, Jared McCormick from McCormick's Smokehouse Restaurant and Catering. If you are in need of hosting a fundraiser or auction for your school, please give us a call. I will personally guarantee that we will beat any catering estimate. Not only will we beat the price, we will be hands down the best food and service around. So come on in to our restaurant located in the Gables and see for yourself that when it comes to the best prices, best food, and best service, we are hands down the best in town.
McCormick's, a proud sponsor of youth sports.
As we head toward 11 o'clock on this Saturday morning with John Levin, Tim Schweitzer, we're at Illinois College in Jacksonville, where Calvary has a lead of a dozen now on Havana, 65-53. Calvary is led by as many as 29 in this game, but the Ducks have played pretty well since the first quarter.
Darren Price to inbound against full court pressure, gets it into Whitlock, who gives it back to Price. Calvary quickly to the forecourt with numbers, but they'll pull it back out and run a little clock. Chernow has the ball right of the jump ball circle. Bridges comes out to greet him, and the Havana man for man. Chernow comes left on the dribble. His defender not within the 6-foot zone to start the 5 count. Now they do, so Chernow advances the ball, sends a right wing to Price with exactly 4 minutes left. Calvary by 12. Chernow on the left side perimeter. The Saints have run half a minute off the clock this possession. Price right side to Camille, looking low for Mingo. Can't find him, so instead delivers it to Chernow. Out in the middle of the floor. Now left wing to Price. Drives on Bridges. Cut off. Got up in the air. Didn't shoot. They wisely pull it back out and run more clock. Calvary's taken 45 seconds off the clock. They lead it by 12, so that's a good job of running clock. Chernow comes right on the dribble in danger of a 5 count. The bailout pass is to Price, left of the jump ball circle with 3:25. Price drives in. He's cut off and fouled by Bridges. That's 4 on Bridges and 6 on the team, so Calvary will shoot on the next one.
Havana needs the ball. They can't let Calvary stand out there and dribble, and they have fouls to give. They probably didn't want Bridges being the guy to commit that foul, since that was number 4 on him.
Pass into the left corner to Mingo. He's going to lob it low to Whitlock. Whitlock bumps his defender, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. And the Saints handled that half-court possession about as well as you could.
Yeah, you really liked what Mingo did. He took the inbounds pass, standing about 15 feet from the basket, and had Whitlock posted right up at the low block left side and just lobbed it to him, and the big kid put it up and in as he was fouled from behind.
That's just a set inbounds play, and they executed it very well. Atwater called for his first foul. The free throw for Whitlock, who has very nice touch for a big guy, is good. He's a 76% foul shooter. 68-53, so Calvary had a 3-point trip, and they took a minute off the clock. 3:10 to go. Corner right, Alex Noble drives to the baseline. A jumper over Whitlock is no good. Mingo rebounds for Calvary. He's done a nice job on the glass.
7 boards.
Here's Darren Price to forecourt right side. He's triple teamed and lost the ball. A strip by McDaniel. 2:55 to go, and Havana needs points in a hurry. Left side to Noble. He'll try a 3. No good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Mingo. It will stay in the possession of the Ducks. Havana made the trip on icy Route 78 down from Mason County. Got here about 45 minutes before game time. Here's a pull-in jumper in the lane for Bridges, which is good. He stepped around a defender and hit from about 14. He's got 19 points. 68-55, Price drives in. Right side to Camille. Thought briefly about his shot, but Calvary wants to run the clock some more. 2:30 to go. Jim Egan won more than 230 games in 14 seasons at Rochester. A couple of sectional championships included therein. He's an Illinois Basketball Coaches Hall of Famer.
I think it's driving him a little nuts to have a team that can score 65, 68 points, though.
Yeah, he's not used to that.
Oh, he's not.
Here's Whitlock traveling in the lane, and Jim did a pirouette at the Calvary bench. He was frustrated by that possession.
It wasn't exactly Baryshnikov, but he got up in the air and almost 200 degrees before he came back down. That was quite a pirouette.
He's still in shape.
Oh, yeah. But not happy with that throwaway by his team.
2:05 to go, and Havana comes to forecourt. They get Fornoff back into the game. Here's a 3 try by Noble. Big shot, but it's no good. Price skies for the rebound.
His 10th.
He's done it all. He's got a double-double. And he's also got a number of assists and steals in this game as well. He's really filled out the statistic lines for Calvary. 1:44 to go, and Calvary spreads the floor. Turno gives it on the left side to Zach Camille. Over to Price. Free throw line to Mingo. Looking low for Matson, who's on for Whitlock. But instead back out to Turno. Turno falls down but gets the ball to Price with 1:30. Price dribbles through the teeth of the Havana defense and gives it back out to Turno. Now to Price on the left side. He's going to pull up for a 2, and he got it.
Didn't really need to shoot, but he had an open shot from the 12-footer and hit it.
34 for Darren Price. 1:15 to go. 70-55 Calvary. Price had 21 points in the first quarter, in which he made 9 of 10 from the field, including 3 threes. Here's a strip away from Fornoff, and he kicked it out of bounds as Price got his hands in there defensively. Whitlock has played this game with an ankle injury. Calvary's got a couple of other players who are banged up, including Zach Camille, who has played with his left wrist wrapped. And out of the game now comes Darren Price. Nice round of applause for Price, who had an outstanding game from some in the crowd of about 50.
Not a big one.
Foul in backcourt, and that'll send Jared Matson to the free throw line for a 1 and bonus with 56 seconds to play. Gave you the schedule here through the 2:30 game. That's Breeze Mater Dei and Metamora. Metamora beat Breeze Mater Dei on the football field at Breeze in the quarterfinals in Class 4A, and everybody remembers what Metamora did the next 2 weeks after that. Richwoods and Rich East play at 4. Peoria Richwoods always seems to play in this event. Free throw is no good. Tipped by Mingo and missed. Mingo got the rebound, gave it back to Matson, and Matson got the 2 points after all. Illini Central and Columbia play at 5:30 tonight, and then the 2 games will broadcast. Route and Plains at 7, and Jacksonville and Rochester at 8:30.
Just got a note from Jim Rupert for you Glenwood fans that had planned to attend the Bethalto game at Chatham tonight. It's a 6:30 varsity start, so it had been listed as a later start time, but Glenwood hosting Bethalto tonight. 6:30 varsity game. That must mean a 5 o'clock JV game at Chatham. So Bethalto at Glenwood tonight, 6:30 varsity game. And thanks to Jim Rupert for passing that along.
Cole McDaniel was stuffed on a 3 try out of the right corner. Havana gets it back inbound, sends it to Noble on the left side. He misses a 3. And Devassi Washington, who has re-entered in backcourt, has the rebound for Calvary. 27 seconds to go. The Saints will go to 12-1. They'll stretch their winning streak to 8. Off to a good start. They've played 6 games in the last week and a half. It's been a busy November and December for the Saints. They'll have some stretches where they don't play a whole lot at the end of the season. Washington with a long 2 off the right side, no good. And the rebound to Bridges for Havana inside the final 10 seconds. Fordoff runs the floor well and gets a layup. And that'll be the final 2 points of the game. Your final score, Calvary 72, Havana 57 at the IC Prep Showcase here in Jacksonville. Back for the postgame show on Sports Radio 1450 after this timeout.
St. John's Hospital's Athletic Care offers the most comprehensive and complete sports medicine and rehabilitation services in the area. You'll receive the most advanced training, prevention, and rehabilitation whether you're a weekend warrior, fitness enthusiast, or a high school, college, or professional athlete. You'll receive the most advanced care to get you back in the game. For an appointment, call 744-PLAY. St. John's Hospital's Athletic Care, the standard for sports medicine excellence.
With the holidays approaching, your schedule just shifted to high gear again. Starcrest Cleaners understands busy. That's why they've designed their 2 locations with the drive-thru. And to really lighten the load, they're open 7 days a week, even on Sundays. And you'll save even more time with same-day service. Now, with your dry cleaning checked off your list, you can tend to the other things. Starcrest Cleaners, designed to save you time so you can enjoy what's important, your family. Behind Toys R Us on White Oaks Drive and in Prairie Crossing.
One thing's for sure, everything changes. What used to work might need an update. If you're ready to remodel, here's the name to know. Almast Construction. Almast has been providing quality work